Yeah, I think so.
I want to just quickly talk about the managerial merry-go-round, gents, because Nuno got the bullet after an entirely predictable
Mad.
loss to United. If ever there was a game Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have wanted, it was Spurs, because United have it over Spurs over the years. And I think Roy Keane was spot on. Often I think Roy Keane goes a bit over the top, but he's right. Spurs were boring, they were dull, they were lifeless. And I just don't see, Steve, how Conte is going to get them playing the type of football that the Spurs faithful want. Because Fonseca probably
Well,
would have been the man to play the brand of football. Conte will come in, he will do an effective job. He's a very good manager, but he has a longevity of about 2 years before
yeah,
everything capitulates.
I know a lot of Tottenham fans though, and I do think there's a bit of a myth about this whole desire to want to see good football at the expense of everything else. Yeah, they're desperate for a trophy, absolutely desperate to win something. And Antonio Conte will get them closer to winning something than any other manager that closer than Pochettino, definitely closer than Mourinho, definitely closer than Nuno. I think it's I think
Why
it's
not make this move in the summer though? That's what I don't get.
well, I think
That was the thing that confused me.
probably tried to. Well, yeah, I mean there was talk, wasn't there? But
Maybe. I mean,
look,
well, even look at us with Jurgen Klopp. I thought we were very, very set on getting Brendan Rodgers out. I thought that was basically inevitable, and then we ended up keeping hold of him. And Jurgen Klopp came later on in the season.
yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, they're just an absolute shambles, aren't they? I mean, a friend of mine's a Tottenham fan, and she said the other day, like, from the point they sacked Pochettino, it's just been an absolute shambles. It's just gone downhill and downhill and downhill. A manager manager they loved, who played good football, had the big,
Yes.
it's something like 4 years ago this week, they beat Madrid 3-1 in the Champions League.
He gave them an identity. He made them a Champions League team.
He was fantastic, and I think, I'm sure if Daniel Levy had his time again, he wouldn't have got rid.
Funnily enough, boys, Spurs are in a very similar position to Manchester United with the fact that their manager, and I think Nuno, it's weird because at Wolves he never really played great, amazing football, but he found a way to get results through a system. At Spurs, he couldn't build his team over time. It weren't his team, therefore it just didn't quite fit. Whereas the difference is Antonio Conte, he's a results manager. And similar to Manchester United, you could not care about identity. Your identity's gone. Whatever identity you think you have, think about getting a new ID from some seedy fella, because this one's just ran out of date. There's no point. If you get caught, you're going to jug, mate. So in this instance, you've got to just look at it as get a manager who is going to get you results, who is going to be able to get the best out of a Harry Kane. Jose Mourinho got them to a League Cup final, for fuck's sake. Antonio Conte, I feel like, can do that with this set of players, or get them competing with Spurs.
I don't think a trophy's the issue. I think it's purely Champions League football for the stadium. That's, to me, where Levy's head is going to be. I think he's going to be looking at that Champions League money.
From his point of view,
the fans, you're desperate to win something, absolutely desperate to win something, and to have a day. I think Harry Kane's a big problem too, isn't he? And we wouldn't. It's a funny thing to be saying that, isn't it? One of the best strikers in the world is a big problem, but he is. He's patently not been himself this season. Like,
at least Mourinho, Steve, got a tune out of Son and Kane. You say that about him. He got the relationship going.
He worked out a system that got the best out of those two, didn't he? And since he's gone, all the fuss in the summer about him moving to City or not moving to City, and that's obviously had a big impact. There's no question. He's just been half the player this year, and they look like a really easy team to play against. We were saying before the stream started, Craig and I, weren't we? If United could have picked a game to play after getting spannered by us, it was Tottenham, wasn't it? Imagine if they'd have gone to Brentford away or Leeds away or something, and had a really nasty game against a team that ran more than them and worked harder than them and tackled harder and everything. That wouldn't have been a good game for them. But Tottenham away, they just did whatever they wanted. Tottenham didn't lay a glove. Just the easiest afternoon for them to look good and make, give us what we all want, which is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer staying in the job,
staying at the wheel.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed they get a result against the Manchester derby as well. Everybody be Everybody be flying.
I'm actually
Everybody be delighted. Only be a genius again.